he insisted that I must be the one of taking that money and go give it in the apostolic church, because I was going to the apostolic church. So they carried us that we should go to the shrine to go swear. And I said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to swear. I was very slim, so the boys had to, they didn't even do Ebu J one time. When you have way to do Ebu J, hey. But me no Ebu J. One time I was on their soda. We entered there, he threw those things on the ground, lifted up his head and turned and looked at my mother. So whose child is this? My mother says it's Bana's child. And he said in the dialect, so what kind of child is this? That fire is, says, the witchcraft that I have, there is nowhere that witchcraft in the world is found. They used to call him Dong. So in my school days, everybody was scared of me. They knew if Don could drive me, my level is of different level, different class. Leave it. We've seen things, eh? But I see people go to that place and they give their car. People give millions. Millions. You see, when you meet fake prophets, let me put it to you, Mami Wandum. Any pastor in your life, you can ever give anything more than you. It's a spiritual law. I can never sow to any pastor what I have never sown to Prophet Kelvin. Never. I cannot sow to any pastor what I have not sown in the life of the people who waters my ministry. What I've never sown to Prophet Kelvin, what I've never sown to Apostle Steve as a mentor who has given me counsels. Value of men. Value. Look at what Judas missed. The Bible says Judah, he was angry when they brought the alabaster, break it before Jesus. He said, why was that perfume not sold and the money given to the poor? Then read the next line. He says he never said that because he loved the poor, but because he carried the money back, he often stole from it. Another version said he never had any concern about the poor from the beginning, but because he was a thief seeking to steal from the money back. Then I look Jesus and wonder, the all-knowing Jesus, imagine this, took his treasury and gave it to a thief. See, some of you are too wise in your own understanding. You think you are wise. You think all the things you do nobody knows. Ooh, sorry you. Just that sometimes I can't gossip a child with another child. If it was right for me to gossip you with another child, like gossip you with my PA, did they for slap Gideon? But if I now gossip your mistakes with him, who will I gossip his own to? Sit down. Sometimes I just look at some of you and I laugh. So Jesus knew he was a thief. And guess what? That is the anger that made him to betray Jesus. Because he saw heavy money coming into the box and the money did not enter. Jesus turned and looked at him and said, that thing you are thinking in your heart, gone. They say, I moved there. When you get to that that level where rebuke can no more enter your heart. And see, the Bible says continuous rebuke. That's what the Bible says in the book of Proverbs. It says continual rebuke make the heart of a fool. It means if one of the ways you will know you are foolish is that when they continue tell you don't care about it anymore. It's a sign that you are a staunch fool. It's not a sign that you are. I never get on my time. No. Gen Z generation, you are misquoting things. You think boldness is carelessness. I don't care attitude. Are we together now? Know what people represent in your life. Know what this young man has entered into planes, traveled abroad. A few months from now, he'll be traveling again with me. What is a man? A man is his transportation means. Now that we are breaking these branches, which branch is going to bear the next apple? Which branch is going to bear the next apple? Branch. These are certain good things you should ask yourself. Ask yourself, this Prophet Adrian, what can he buy for me? What does he represent? Am I qualified to call him by 1 midnight? Is he to tell him by 1 midnight? Is he to on the tree that bears the fruit that I eat? One of my sons, right up to now, I want to thank you because I don't know where we would have been without you. I met them. They came to see me in the lobby in my hotel. Nothing. They had nothing. Sometimes I only pick my phone and I called. I said, can you employ somebody for me? Yes, Papa. If the person has a good character, you can validate the person. You can give me. I see what you can become bigger than what you can give me. Okay, sit down. That's why I felt so bad when I discovered that the church was contributing behind my back 10,000 for a car. What money? Complaining that they are asking people to contribute money to buy me a car. And I went and I met them. And I said, what is happening? Why am I hearing all this nonsense out there? Engine plus gearbox of a rough cut. Car for 700,000. Only Terence has that kind of car. It's parked. Do you still have their car? That car, it does not move. It does not stand. It does not start. I begged him. Auction it for 350,000. Is it 98? My father used to have that. You know that your car used to have that one. Carina 1. The car has whooping cough. When the light of the car wants to come out, it's like the bulb. It's like the bulb of a barrier. That kind of motor, when you enter, you come out, you go through tetanus injection. The only way the only walking iron condemn. So imagine that. Imagine that. Killed. Bullet would have taken my life. How much is it that you used to devalue the gift of God? Jesus said to the woman at the well, if only you knew the gift of God and who is standing before you. That is the problem. In every one of us, no man of God. No! All of us are not children of God. We are all children of God, but we are not all the same before God. Don't let people deceive you. The graces of God upon the lives of men differ. It differs. My father has many children, but when he sits down, he does not see all of us the same. He knows that this child, that's why parents select particular children to give church cheer to. They know this one has the heart to keep family. Workers, and some of them, their bodies were big, but they had small heads like swines, like piglets. And I said, Lord, what is? I woke up and I said, Lord, what is this? He says, your heart is so much on the vision. Your desire is to go up along with men, so that your soul will be sick. When you say right, they say left. Even if they say okay, this is your problem. He said, rest your heart. Take off your heart. Put your heart. See, God knew. Let me tell you the truth. I was contemplating and telling God, if I go to the US, should I come back? I'm tired. I don't want to return. I told him, I said, I may not come back. I told my mother, I said, I may not come back. Because I was tired. I told my spiritual father, I said, Daddy, I don't want to come back. He says, I feel, and you come back looking. How do you sit in church every day? You are taught. How do you sit in church every day? You are taught. How do you? Do you know how difficult it is to run a ministry with your kind of offering? If he has to be dependent, the financial burden alone for this ministry is enough to make one's soul sick. If I do ministry for money, the offering will come out how much? 60,000. The day they try, you reach a, then they will bring the money for gas that is spent for a week from the generator. And it Mommy and boss said, Daddy, I think you really need to your heart doesn't love God enough to let go. It's a waste of time. You know, and there is nothing I can do if the love of God is not in you. Brothers, when you love God, you become crazy. You do things without anybody asking you. You don't even give because you are afraid. You give because you love. It is not fear that sponsors giving. It is love that sponsors giving. God says people give because they love. For God so loved, he gave. So if we have to make sure that your offering and your giving for a Sunday amounts up to 200,000 to make, there must be partner for the week. After partners for the week, we have to take kingdom builders, then prophetic seed. Sometimes there are expenditures. I tell them, say, don't clear them. Go and save all. Let's see within the week what can happen. Within the week, God begins to bless me. I start to clear that. I start to clear that small expenditure from my pocket. I'm clearing them, so that it should be that there is something we have saved somewhere. Somebody will think this suit that is your 2 Sundays offering came from your pocket. You must. My father came one time, he was in my office. I told him, I said, let me teach you how God gives money. I sat. I don't know, there was a project he was concerned. I needed to give him some money. I don't know what we were doing that he was concerned with money. No, this is my car. Was this my car? My car had an issue. So he said, why can't you not just talk to the church so that the church can? I said, you come up Presbyterian church and you've been a chairman for Presbyterian church. When I just woke up, when I just raise money. I told him, I said, let me go and talk to my God. I went into my office. Few hours, I came back. I said they went and cashed out 200,000 francs I gave him. He said, how do money get up? I said, that's how I live. I want to beg you. And I want to say this from my heart. I don't know if I'll ever have the time to say this. I've taken an entire Bible study to say this thing from my heart. That pierces my heart. Don't be the pain that I need to heal from. Let me not be your protector. Let me not be your defense. And you become I want to live. See, 99% of you, the truth is that you don't care about me. So, listen, in name be Prophet Samuel now. I don't know when a Samuel, but some prophet be die. That prophet be die. I think on a Friday or on a Saturday, so. Divine. Thank you, if that's his name. I never related with him. I don't know him face to face. Big church, Beshon. He used to have overflow right at the roadside. Means the church was even bigger than our own. But what I'm saying is that when the man died Friday or on a Saturday, one of Sunday, so after service, as I was prophesying to people after service, man of God, please, I want to see you. I said, okay, how are you cheering in the church of the pastor? Go. I said, okay. When last did you? Were you? So when he said I thought he's a Christian who had led on Saturday or the next day. The next Sunday you did not go to his church. You look for the next available prophet with immediate effect. I'll go sit down inside my office as a child. My mentor tell me something. He said, no ever give up the people who love you for the people patronizing you. It's the best way truly like you as a pastor. Now, person we see a shame, it shock him. It still honor you. It no change. Man, we see you see your tears, they come off your eye. It comes so easy. He say, I beg, I don't get it for chop. He move money, he give you. Say, Papa, you my papa, take and go chop. You come for altar, they preach divine provision. Remember, we see you shit day for your trouser. He give you new one, say, Papa, change. You preach, they look you. They will never know what I was going through because of them. This is my parents. Huh? My father is hearing it for the first time that I was hospitalized. My mother heard it yesterday. After they were shocked. The only person was with anybody's heart. Imagine, because I know how many empowerment agents can flood that hospital. Yeah. You know, yeah. I know how people would have been worried. I know my father. I know my mother. Hey, how mommy can go feel? If my resident pastor here hides, me they sleep for their house daybreak. Kona imasa. Me any pickings no say day for inside papa's house. The man giving that instruction is the man who moves at the middle of the night, abandoning his own house to visit you. He knows that you need to sleep. Is the man you call by 1 midnight. One midnight. Is the man who even now we no game motor. It don't talk that boom 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 can park for your door. How many of them don't you for motor go hospital? Drive you. But the day they were stoning Jesus, even the people who ate bread and fish shouted, crucify him. This work for stand up for a year. Do it with true heart. Do it with all your heart. My became woke up that night. I said, come. I said, allow him to sleep. Let him go and sleep. All of them. They were knowing I was in the hospital. I was hospitalized. Sunday night, that was Sunday after I preached. But Sunday night, breaking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the only knowing after I was discharged from the hospital. All of them were so shocked. I was coming back, resurrected. Hayakapaya. The only person who can explain this thing to you is Milan. You know, Milan is my brother by blood. Oh yes, many of you don't know. He's not just my spiritual son. He's my brother by we are related by blood, maternally. It's my cousin. It's my auntie's child. The most difficult thing is for a pastor, is to sacrifice for a people who do not truly love him. In that my state, people were calling me for prayer. I prayed. He collected my phone from me and said, Daddy, no message. Off. Collected the phones. I say, you have right. If I die now, you don't lost one family member. So some people don't mean they'll find the next available person. True. True. So let me come up. Let me come up and say, let everybody should sleep. Let me come up and say, let everybody should sleep. It's my battle. Let me fight. Place value. Look at them. Learn. It's very important. Stand up on your feet. Way that one of the things the Lord told me about swines is that they go their own way. Do you know swines actually have a leader, but they are never led? You are coming with a bucket of food. In fact, they are not respecting you. See, the of a pig is not celebrating you. Don't misquote it. Gideon used to keep some pigs behind here. I think he has a piggery farm somewhere in Kakenau. When he used to go to feed them, they will be making. Why some churches have become like poultry farms? Because they gather only to eat. The man of God also has decided to fatten them so he can kill them on Christmas Day. I say, me the different man collector. No Christian for Kumba, no get permanent church. So anyway, day you collect your own if you call shaggy. Let's start announcing again. Project for church building. Church go dry. They can't make sacrifices. When it's time for sacrifice, it's Papa's church. When it's time to receive, it's our church. The Lord said to me, says, your soul is sick. You did not for my hand. Satan if he can't move you for my hand. He said, but now they play with you live with you now. And if he help you, God tell me say, and he know if he help me now because now my soul is sick. Now let me have to help myself to heal my soul. I shake my head. God tell me, he said, your soul is sick. You are here because your soul is sick. The doctor looked at me yesterday. He says, you have no single sickness in your body. What is causing your fever? Why are you having high temperature? Why is your head hitting and you're with the breathing difficulty? I said, just discharge me. I know my problem now. My soul is sick. My soul is me. That person we think Adrian is tired. Prophet Adrian will never be tired. Prophet Adrian, every day, prophetic service, every day. The joy of Prophet Adrian is to do the work of God. But sometimes Adrian is thinking, what of me? What becomes of me? Don't I deserve some love too? Apart of, can you take away Prophet Adrian and love Adrian some more? What of me? That's the soul is sick. That's why I told the mothers, and receive me as your child. Let me feel the truth. Receive me as a prophet so that Prophet Adrian is happy. Receive me as your child so that Adrian can be strong for Prophet Adrian to keep going. In the Lord, they also treat me as their brother. So the brother is for Adrian. Spiritual father is for Prophet Adrian. Oh, let me ask you a question. If I was your biological brother, one mother, one father, and I am this pastor as great as I am or as small as I am, and I make a mistake, will you put it in the market? If now you be my mommy, I come to you say, mommy, I don't make mistake, I don't sleep with some girl. Talking for neighbor. If they say you fake man of God, how a whole man of God let you go make that kind of mistake, or you go cover me? Say my pikin, I believe in you. Just the same way I know that you made mistake, and I held you. I say I still believe in you. Wake up! I know you fell, because a father who can't stand with is a bad father. Your pikin has come and you never ever announce him. You can't church. Pastor Young, your pikin, he made mistake. You publicize him. You be wicked, mommy. There are people who don't come to church anymore because members who are ordained by Satan to make the heart of the pastor sick drove them with their words. Apostle Suleiman calls them the Jonah kind of people. When they enter into your ship, they scatter. The Lord told me the first service is going to be from 7:30 to 12, exactly 12, exact. And the next service is going to be Jehovah the healer. That's what the Lord told me. The blood. Sunday is going to be a double power. I don't know how to put it. Very healthy and fresh for Sunday. It's going to be 7:30. Like now, we're about to close. I'm not prophesying to anybody. I'm not just in my mood to prophesy. If you're angry, God bless you. If you are happy, God bless you. If you don't like it, God bless you. You not come again, God bless you. You come again, God bless you. Because you will only do what you want to do, no matter. We're going to pray. Then before we close, this is the prayer we'll pray. 3 prayer that we're going to pray. The first prayer is going to be self-examination. What kind of Christian I am? What value do I add to the church? A piece of my heart and God's heart has been given to you. You're not just singing. God has given you. You're looking at this. What are you doing with it? This is a piece of God's heart and my heart. What are you doing with it? I've been worried about my members until I almost turned native doctor. He could treat any kind of sickness with herbs. So sometimes people will come and explain their problem to him, and I will hear him tell them that go and come tomorrow, I will find the grass. And then me and he will be going, because I answer his name. He used to call me names. Names means namesake, so he called me names. While we be going, he said, something he tell he said the grass. The rest they grew then before they migrated and came by the roadside or whatever. So since I was that grandson he loved, and if you look at me being jovial, like I talk, I'm funny. That's my grandfather. They used to call him Pastor Kind, because he will make people laugh. My grandfather will be talking in the junction, women will laugh and they will pee. I beating a crowd in a burial like that for a man who was not, none of his children were politicians or anything big. He was treating people without collecting money. Say anything where God give you for use I help people. No ever put money for front. There's one thing I learned. That's it. Before the name of God. Never. He was showing me grass. Papa, leave me. He got to me saying that they are apostle. I said, if I be know, I will learn that grass. Do you person over pray for you for the typhoid palaver? For your kid, the grass may go chop with typhoid my rest. To see you okay. But ask yourself,